Chapter 28, Clearing the Smoke. Some common misconceptions about Islam. Despite being the world's second largest religion and the fastest growing faith, Islam remains one of the most misunderstood religions in the world. Misinformation, selective headlines, and cultural confusion often obscure its true teachings. A significant part of this misunderstanding stems from the actions of a small minority of extremist groups, such as ISIS and Al-Qaeda, whose beliefs and practices stand in stark contrast to mainstream Islam. Similar extremist factions have existed throughout history in other religions as well, such as the Ku Klux Klan in Christianity and RSS for right-wing Hindu nationalist organization. Another contributing factor is the global narrative shaped by modern politics and the media. For much of recent history, before the rise of social media, Western mainstream media, deeply influenced by colonial legacies, dominated global information flows. This often produced coverage with a particular bias against the East and Islam, portraying Muslim societies through a lens of suspicion and hostility. The scholar Professor Edward Said, in his groundbreaking work Orientalism, observed that over the centuries, vast amounts of literature have been produced misrepresenting Islam by the West, citing estimates of over 60,000 books written against Islam from 1800 to 1950, as reported by Time magazine on 16 April 1979, reflecting deep-rooted prejudices embedded in academic, political, and cultural discourse. Let's clear the air. Misconception 1. Islam was spread by the sword. The truth, Islam spread through its message, not by forced conversions. The Quran says, لا إكراه في الدين قد تبين الرشد من الغي فمن يكفر بالطاغوت ويؤمن بالله فقد استمسك بالعروة الوثقى لا انفصام لها والله سميع عليم. Let there be no compulsion in religion. Truth stands out clear from error. Whoever rejects evil and believes in Allah hath grasped the most trustworthy handhold that never breaks. And Allah heareth and knoweth all things. English, Yusuf Ali. Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 256. When Muslims ruled Spain, India, and Jerusalem, Jews and Christians were allowed to live, worship, and thrive. Many of the largest Muslim populations today, Indonesia, Malaysia, East Africa, were reached through traders and teachers, not armies. If Islam was spread by force, why are there still millions of Hindus in India, Christians in Egypt and Lebanon, and Jews in Iran? Misconception 2. Islam oppresses women. The truth, Islam elevated the status of women at a time when they were buried alive in Arabia. Islam gave women inheritance rights, the right to own property and businesses, the right to education, the right to choose their husband, the right to divorce and be treated with kindness. The best of you are those who are best to their wives. Prophet Muhammad. The hijab is not a symbol of oppression. It's a symbol of dignity, choice, and identity. Many Muslim women wear it proudly by choice, not force. Misconception 3. Islam promotes violence and terrorism. The truth, the Quran condemns murder, terrorism, and injustice clearly. من أجل ذلك كتبنا على بني إسرائيل أنه من قتل نفسا بغير نفس أو فساد في الأرض فكأنما قتل الناس جميعا ومن أحياها فكأنما أحيا الناس جميعا ولقد جاءتهم رسلنا بالبينات ثم إن كثيرا منهم بعد ذلك في الأرض لمسرفون. On that account, we ordained for the children of Israel that if anyone slew a person, unless it be for murder or for spreading mischief in the land, it would be as if he slew the whole people. And if anyone saved a life, it would be as if he saved the life of the whole people. Then although there came to them our messengers with clear signs, yet even after that, many of them continued to commit excesses in the land. English, Yusuf Ali. Surah Al-Ma'idah, verse 32. The word Islam itself means peace and submission to God. Terrorists are no more representative of Islam than the KKK represents Christianity or the Zionist settlers represent Judaism. Extremists quote Quran out of context, the same way radicals use the Bible or Torah to justify war or hatred. Misconception 4. Islam is intolerant of other faiths. The truth, the Quran teaches respect for Jews, Christians, and all sincere seekers. And dispute ye not with the people of the book, except with means better than mere disputation, unless it be with those of them who inflict wrong and injury. But say, we believe in the revelation which has come down to us and in that which came down to you. Our Allah and your Allah is one, and it is to him we bow in Islam. English, Yusuf Ali. Surah Al-Ankabut, verse 46. Prophet Muhammad. Signed treaties with Christians. Welcome delegations from other religions. Promised protection to Jews and Christians in Medina. He even stood up when a Jewish funeral passed by. When asked why, he said, "Was he not a soul?" Misconception 5. Islam is outdated or anti-modern. The truth, Islam encourages learning, science, and progress. The first word revealed by God to Prophet Muhammad SAW in Mount Hira, 1400 years ago, was Iqra or read, not prayer, fasting, charity, or Hajj. Is one who worships devoutly during the hour of the night, prostrating himself or standing in adoration, who takes heed of the hereafter, and who places his hope in the mercy of his Lord, like one who does not. Say, are those equal, those who know and those who do not know? It is those who are endued with understanding that receive admonition. English, Yusuf Ali, Surah Az-Zumar, verse 9. Here's a list of well-documented evidence showing that Muslims led the world in scientific advancement during the Islamic Golden Age, 8th to 13th centuries, along with key examples. Choice 1. Medicine, Ibn Sina, Avicenna, 980 to 1037. His Canon of Medicine, Al-Qanun fi al-Tib, was a standard medical text in Europe for over 600 years. Al-Zarawi, Abu Qasis, 936 to 1013. Known as the father of modern surgery, his Kitab al-Tasrif describes surgical instruments still used in modified form today. Muslim hospitals, Bimaristans in Baghdad, Damascus and Cairo, were among the first to have separate wards, pharmacies, and trained physicians. 2. Mathematics. Al-Khwarizmi, 780 to 850, developed algebra, aljaber, and introduced Hindu-Arabic numerals to the West, replacing cumbersome Roman numerals. Introduced the concept of algorithm from Al-Khwarizmi's name, the foundation of computer science today. Advances in trigonometry, sine, cosine, tangent, by scholars like al-Battani and Nasir al-Din al-Tusi. 3. Astronomy. Muslim astronomers built observatories in Baghdad, Moraga, and Samarkand to chart the stars with precision. Al-Biruni, 973 to 1048, calculated the Earth's circumference with remarkable accuracy in the 11th century. Improved astronomical tables, zayas, later influencing European navigation during the Age of Discovery. 4. Engineering and technology. Al-Jazari, 1136 to 1206, invented complex mechanical devices including water clocks, crankshafts, and automated machines described in The Book of Knowledge of Ingenious Mechanical Devices. Improved irrigation systems and water-raising machines, revolutionizing agriculture in arid lands. 5. Chemistry, alchemy. Jabir ibn Hayyan, Geber 721 to 815, considered the father of chemistry, pioneered methods such as distillation, crystallization, and the use of acids, established systematic experimentation, moving alchemy toward modern chemistry. 6. Optics and physics. Ibn al-Haytham, al-Hazan, 965 to 1040, wrote Book of Optics, proving vision is caused by light entering the eye, not rays emitted from it. His experiments laid the groundwork for the modern scientific method. 7. Geography and exploration. Al-Idrisi, 1100 to 1165, created one of the most accurate world maps of the medieval era. Muslim navigators perfected the astrolabe and compasses, aiding both Islamic and European exploration. Islam does not oppose technology or modern life. It simply asks that modernity does not erase morality. Misconception 6. The Quran has contradictions or errors. The truth. The Quran has remained unchanged since its revelation over 1400 years ago, in its original language, word for word. No historical contradiction, no scientific error, no author besides God. Millions have memorized it cover to cover, even children, which no other scripture on earth can claim at that scale. In summary, Islam isn't violent, it's peaceful. Muslims don't hate others. They're taught to respect and live justly. Muslim women aren't oppressed, they're empowered. The Quran doesn't contradict science or reason. It invites reflection. Thank you. Let's explore in the next chapter. Light for a Dark World: How Islam Offers Solutions to Today's Problems.